Howdy YouTube, howdy world. George Bush Pimp, steal this world at you. Yeah, I smoke in my vids, so fucking what? The VonHelton drama just never ends. People keep saying, George Bush Pimps, why do you keep talking about it? Why are you wasting your time, man? There's chemtrails in the sky. People keep saying the Illuminati are trying to kill us, George Bush Pimps. Why are you keeping to talk about VonHelton? They say, George Bush Pimps, we don't want to hear about no VonHelton. George Bush Pimps, we don't want to hear about all this drama, kitty pedophiles and Army COINTEL psyops and old men been on the internet talking shit to people for too long. We ain't interested in that. As I've said before, when someone infiltrates a group, what do? You surround, contain, eject. I got to thinking about that. I've been thinking about that a lot for the past couple days, and the philosophy is turning through my head into thinking, you know, that is my philosophy. You don't let that person's shit taint the rest of yours. And what VonHelton is a turd stinking up the punch bowl. We all know that. He's a big old turd stinking up the punch bowl. But what I got to thinking about wasn't about VonHelton. It was about what exactly kind of group are we talking about anyway? What kind of idea, what kind of movement, what kind of, are we truthers, are we patriots, are we preppers, are we all these different labels that you can apply to something? When in reality, someone would have to be all those things, which wouldn't make you any one of them singularly, but you would need to know the truth, you would need to be prepared, and you would need to, patriotism, man, I don't have a lot of that. I don't have a lot of that. I have a lot of humanitism. People that are around me, that are important to me, that are close to me, those people are the ones that I'm dedicated to and that I do things for and that make things worth going on into the future for. I mean, you know what I mean? You gotta have surroundings. You gotta have some kind of family. You can't just be out there for self. That's the whole point of this life, is to mix and mingle. But anyway, what kind of group are we talking about here? Because am I a Luke Radowski? Am I a truther? Because he would be truther. You put the word truther out there. Alex Jones and Luke Radowski would probably be two of the faces that come up first. Am I either one of them? Fuck no. Luke Radowski doesn't know dick about what he's fucking talking about, and Alex Jones is selling people out to keep them afraid so he can get their money. Yeah, I said it. Luke Radowski, man, every time someone asks him a question, he stutters, doesn't know the answer, gives false fucking data, hadn't done anything aside from watch a couple of documentaries and run up to some people. Oh, I love you. You're just so great. What you're trying to do for the community. Yeah, I said it. Alex Jones. That's all I hear anymore. I had to unsubscribe to his channel. It's not even English to me anymore. It's just turning it on and it's like listening to Peanuts' parents argue. I'm done with all that shit. People still come through all the fucking time trying to enjoy your GMOs. What GMOs? GMOs are you talking about? You don't even know which food is which. You don't know fucking dick about GMOs as it is. You just saw a documentary. God damn. It's like watching a History Channel and then going out into the street the next day and going, did y'all know the Civil War happened? The Civil War, North and South, man, it's going crazy. You're watching a fucking documentary. It doesn't make you a goddamn expert, especially one that can't even remember the shit from the documentary that they watched. But that's the age we're in. Watching documentaries makes you an expert. So what group am I in? What group is Paulie in? It's a good question. And I'm sitting here trying to think about it to come up with an answer to give y'all. And I mean, I can't. The people we are, I mean, and me and Paulie are so different, but I mean, it's just so hard to group human beings like that. So Occupy Wall Streeters. Occupy Wall Streeters are out, camping out, blocking up the street, disrupting business, rerouting traffic, costing the taxpayers God knows how much money. And they're protesting. They want to end the Fed. They want all these radical government changes. None of them hardly know what the fuck they're talking about. None of them. Look at any of those news articles and you'll see a couple of like vloggers, YouTube, internet folks that have groups with them, and maybe their leader will be well spoken and maybe their leader will have an inkling of the idea. But my problem, as I've stated in previous videos, with all of what I've seen of it, I can't say all those people because I don't know, but from what I've seen of it, man, not only is it that they don't know what they're talking about, they don't even know what the solution is. They don't know how to affect the change that they want to make. We are change. Well, that's not good enough. You have to know what you're changing into before you can change. And that's the kind of the category that me and Paulie fall in, because we don't see the problems. I mean, we see the problems, but we don't muddle in them. We go straight to the answer, because the answer, no matter what the problem is the same. We have to change. So that's the group me and Paulie fall into. And I don't know how many other people that we talk to in Skype all the time that are the same inkling. It's kind of a special elite within the elite, so to speak. It's because we know what we have to do to fix it. We have to change. We don't have to change the government. If we change, there would be no government. So what do you change into, George Bush pimps? Well, it's an evolving idea, but the basis is something that existed, 100 years ago. People would have a farm. People would have a family. Families would group together. Groups would work the farm. Farms would produce food and supply for the people that worked it and provide a profit to buy other supplies and luxuries. People had skills. People could do more than play Modern Warfare 3. What are you good at? Oh, I can play Modern Warfare 3 like a motherfucker, but I can't for the life of me figure out how this fucking flat top and cooking a hamburger works. Creates people, not fucking machines. Everybody was good at something. A guy would be good at math. He'd run the trading post in town. Man that knew from his father's father's father how to work the land. Had a great farm. Successful crops. There's not enough local crops in this country. Everything we get is from giant factory fields, basically, that produce and produce and produce and store and cut and dry and can barely keep up with our consumption as it is. You know why? Because not enough people have localized crops. When there were localized crops, you didn't have national outages. You didn't have national fluctuations and shit. You had local fluctuation. People hammer and hammer and hammer. Give back the power to the states. No, give back the power to local communities to decide for themselves, because state is even too big a concept. The city of Quincy, which has 40,000 people in it, is too big a concept. We need to get it down to fucking communities. You know what I mean? 300-400 people having a governmentship over themselves, deciding what their area would do. That's what would work best. I invite any debate on that. I could sit here and answer all your questions, because I already hear your questions. Every time someone says something like this, everybody asks them the same questions. That's what you've been programmed to do. When you have a group like that, and you have one of the outer group who co-ops everything, he tries to be like you. He tries to co-opt there. He's tried to co-opt vampires. He's co-opt the fucking military. He has co-opt fucking superheroes. He's co-opt Star Wars. He has co-opt internet videos and memes. He has co-opt his fucking father's entire military career, 9 months in the Army, VonHelton. Come on now. Officially, and none of this is on record because it didn't happen! Come on, VonHelton. Where you miss out, where you continue to miss out when you speak to us, is you still don't know who the fuck you're talking to. You ain't dealing with haters, naysayers, and trolls. You're dealing with motherfuckers with answers. You're dealing with motherfuckers that are well thought. You're dealing with motherfuckers who are doing the things that they say they are. You're dealing with real motherfuckers is what you're dealing with. You're gonna call Maynard a fucking troll. Look at your fucking ass. You're 47 years old. You live in your mother's house. You sit from your high throne in your mom's backyard. Spit obscenities at people. Lie. And yes, I said it. Lie. Constantly. I mean, from the alien spacecraft that were 2 dots in the sky, one of them was a warship and the other a transport. The blue planet that no one on Earth can see. Nibiru. Nibiru. It's somewhere, I guess. Somebody gonna see it eventually. Reptilians, Aquasapiens, insectoids, Anunnaki. You don't know what the hell you're talking. And the more and more I analyze it, the more and more I compare him to somebody. Somebody who, when I first got to YouTube, I came out swinging against. Don't know how many people look back in those early videos before they were taken down for people in the know why. But if you remember those videos, while as I was saying Alex Jones, whatever, back then, because I could still hear English when he talked. But if Alex Jones was a fraud, then that made William Cooper his boss. William Cooper was a drunk piece of shit excuse for a human being. Yeah, I said it. William Cooper started out in the UFO realm. After he stole a bunch of work from people that he'd gotten close to at conventions and weaseled his way in on, he wrote Pale Horse, which I don't know, man, butthurt conspiracy theorists come all the time and say, oh, you have to read this book. I'm like, yeah, I've read the fucking book. It's not the greatest masterpiece on conspiracy I've ever read. Got more out of enjoyment out of Above Top Secret Forum's little 50-page 50 things you should know about the government book than I did Pale Horse. Jesus. Pale Horse was, I mean, it was long-winded. It was William Cooper at his finest, yeah. But that's not saying much, because after he wrote that and people start confronting him about, well, why'd you steal this? He just started yelling at people and cursing them out and saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're part of the conspiracy. You're an agent. William Cooper, 1990. VonHelton, 2003. Same thing. And why do you say 2003, George Bush Pimps? That's because I have found forum posts going back to 2003 of VonHelton threatening to throw people in jail and sue them in court, and how he saved all their shit on his super great computer, his ninja posts, his vampire posts. I've read all that shit, VonHelton. You don't realize what the internet is and the amount of history that exists on you. William Cooper had a warrant out for his arrest. William Cooper had gone into town in a drunken state, beat up on somebody and brandished a gun that he wasn't supposed to. That person went and filed assault charges, and of course he wasn't supposed to be waving guns at people while he's drunk in public, so whatever other charges would exist from that. And sheriffs show up to his house. He'd already warned on his radio station that if anybody tried to come get him, he was going to shoot him. Sound like VonHelton? William Cooper also claimed to be a secret military naval intelligence officer, though if you look at his actual record, which is findable, unlike VonHelton's, which you can't find. Most anybody else with a military record I've been able to find when they're like, I'm in the military, I can find it. Not VonHelton's. And of course that's because he was a super secret agent, just like that same thing William Cooper said. Well, as a naval intelligence officer, I was given a different designation. VonHelton officially for 9 months. The biggest operation I can remember is when we went down south of the border, we got all these tanks loaded up, and they told us to take them off. Great story, Von. About like William Cooper's. I was in an office, and I saw top secret documentation telling me that there was a base on the moon. I read over the documents as quickly as I could and left them there on the desk, and telling you now, I cannot reveal these documents or these sources, for they would... Yeah, right. Okay, same thing to both of you. VonHelton, William Cooper. So, now that we know that we have William Cooper infiltrating the group again, what do? Same thing I would have done back then, except I was too young to even know who the fuck William Cooper was. Surround, contain, eject. George Bush Pimps, y'all. I hope I got some thinking into you, entertained you a little bit. You know what it is. You know how it goes. Leave your comments. Leave your video responses. You want to disagree with something I've said through this whole thing? Because I said a lot of stuff. It's down there. There's all kinds of shit you can do. Respond. You can hit my thumb ups. You can hit my thumb down. You can favorite. You can add to. You can do everything. You can't do that on a VonHelton video unless you get there and like the first 10 minutes he's got it uploaded before he turns them off. And usually we're pretty quick on that shit, because I look and there'll be like fucking 50 thumbs down and 4 thumbs up on his videos, and then he'll turn ratings off. But you can do all that here. This is an open channel, because George Bush Pimps is like that. But if all you're going to do is come in here and tell me the Illuminati are after me, the Freemasons are after me, the crop circles are going to bring aliens, they're going to stick things in my butt, that's all you got to say, fuck out of my face, man, because you ain't on some answers. You just on trying to get famous off some fear. You just on some William Cooper shit. George Bush Pimps don't play that William Cooper shit. George Bush Pimps don't play that Alex Jones shit. George Bush Pimps ain't afraid of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Paulie's Customs ain't afraid of this shit. Maynard Sat ain't afraid of this shit. Dr. D ain't afraid of this shit. People I run with in general, Kenny ain't afraid of this shit. VonHelton's scared fucking shitless of this shit, and he's doing everything he can to scare everybody else too. We some real people on some real shit. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so stop trying to be one of us. Stop trying to act like you're one of us. Stop getting your message mixed up with ours, because you're trying to co-op us. You're a sweet old man, VonHelton. So have a good day, y'all.